to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, some bad bag on get it. What you mean?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We have two teams in today's game with plenty of confidence as they're riding big-time winning streaks. It's the Cardinals going up against the Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
On 2nd down, Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the wideout in motion. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
It's taken to the 26. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. In motion, Gronkowski. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
They'll set up a throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So this was a case of better safe than sorry. All the receivers were locked up, so he had to try and run for it, but he ended up having to slide short of the marker.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And the back goes into motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Brown, right side. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Slot man moves right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They're going to try and run this with Miller. He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll look to throw, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brown, the lone receiver left. Looking to throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, look at me. Now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Freeman again. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And shutting him off, now open field. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we are at half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They run again with Logan. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Oh, design run for their wideout. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And he'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Coming left, it's Freeman. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, it's Freeman, and he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here we go now.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will return return this one to the 30-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. No, check. Here we go now. Number 19.
On play action, they'll throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Here we go. All right, now look at watch it now. Barney. Detroit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
But he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they definitely let the defense down for getting the key turnover.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going, but it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.